Hi, I'm takumi.yamanaka. Today's MMA Fight Breakdown is this season of heavyweight fight feels so dynamic. Heavyweight fight always feels dynamic. Powerful punches, explosive striking, and intense grappling. Of course, one reason is the open weight nature of the division. Fighters over 100 kg move and exchange at that size, which naturally creates a sense of dynamism. But in MMA, there is another reason behind this feeling, a low center of gravity. This example comes from a LFA fight in April 2025, Alvin Hines vs. Billy Ray Valdez. In most cases, except for newcomers, MMA fighters tend to place their center of gravity in the middle. However, both Hines and Valdez positioned theirs lower. You can see this in their use of high kick and low-level tackles. As mentioned before, these techniques are difficult to execute from a middle position. High kick originates from kickboxing, where the center of gravity is lower. Similarly, low-level tackles become more effective when the opponent's center of gravity is also low. So even at a high level, both fighters choose to stay low, and this contributes to the sense of dynamism. Additionally, their movement is linear. There is very little circling and or lateral motion. This forward and back style also enhances the feeling of intensity. Of course, there are downsides. The biggest is reduced speed compared to lighter divisions, and their attacks can become more predictable. At times, this can feel repetitive. However, in the heavyweight division, a single strike can decide everything. That is exactly what happened in the fight. It ended with one high kick. Finishes like this are rare in other divisions. There may be fewer technical exchanges and slower movement, but one strike can change everything. That's what makes heavyweight fight so compelling. You can watch the full fight in the describe. Please check it out. I break down fight through structure, not just results. If you want to understand what really happened, please subscribe.